Hi, my name is Bernard, and today we're working on this today is the demo for Telemachus, which is the AI tutoring platform that I am currently creating. Again, as you're seeing, this is the login screen. For the technology that we're using is for the front end, we're using Vite and React. Also, we're using for the back end is Fast API. The database is Postgres. The AI we're using is ChatGPT API, as the machine learning isn't wasn't really doing its thing. So right now we are going for a ChatGPT API, as it does has the qualities to match my vision for the project. So right now what we're gonna do a little login right quick. Let's see, you can do K. As you see, I already logged in. Just put B at gmail.com and then we can create an account. So as you can see right here, this is our dashboard, and right now we're going to start our first lesson together. During this time, I am going to show you how everything is done and what have I created so far. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So lesson one, we're having variables and expressions. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start this one, and it says write a function Fahrenheit that converts a temperature from Fahrenheit to Celsius and returns it. So let's just ask the question, like, what is a function? So again, one thing is the tutor is doing is basically trying to guide you step by step. That's the idea. Sometimes it does give you just the answer, which I'm currently ironing that out. Another function that is Telemachus is actually which I'm actually kind of building out right now is when you copy and paste. Say you copy and paste the code. It actually tells you like, hey, bro, like you're copying and pasting. So one thing that I'm working on, and right now I haven't really ironed out the kinks of it, but right now, this is how the tutor is working. So let's just have a conversation with it. So it says, what do you think a function does with a input value and outputs? For example, if a function gives number 212, what should it return for a temperature problem? Let's just make it. Okay. And you see, it gives you the answer, which is something that I'm currently working out, and it should be fixed during the first doing our final presentation. So let me just go ahead and put in the answer. Return. Also, what we're using right here is called Code Mirror 6. Again, this was also a headache to create, but I was able to do it. One thing that it doesn't do when you press tab, it doesn't automatically enter. So that's another thing that I'm trying to work on with Code Mirror 6. Fahrenheit 32 times 5 divided by 9. Run it. And we got everything right. So let's say if I got it wrong, let me do 6 or 8. So another thing also, it continues the conversation. So it basically just continuously following the conversation. It doesn't really have that separation of like, hey, you did the answer, but so that's one thing that I'm currently working out with the logic. But I'm just gonna put that right there, and boom, and